Got to thinking the website's a bit out of date regarding our conversions. So, I'm going to make that a priority to redesign the site and really illustrate what we're up to, both with our gasoline and turbo diesel conversions. It's a pretty big effort, so I thought it'd be a little bit easier just at least start by doing some videos, kind of show what we've been up to. So, what you see here is a 1990 FJ62. Um, in this particular case, we searched out the truck. I mean, the client came to us and always liked 62s, preferred a white one. We hunted around for a while and found a really nice local truck that was still original paint and everything. Um, no abuse, but needed a lot of stuff. So we kind of treated really at that point, you can buy the trucks a little cheaper than our stage ones, and kind of treat them as a blank canvas on which to kind of have a little bit more fun and evolve the design of the truck a little bit. The most popular setup with the FJ60 and FJ62 these days is to really evolve them mechanically. The 6.2s are pretty cool stock if you're patient, but the FJ60s are getting a bit archaic as they age, with carburetors and all that stuff. So we've done about 60 conversions using the current Gen 4 GM LS series aluminum V8s. And this particular truck, like probably 70% of those that I mentioned, we did a complete restoration on it as well. So this client wanted to keep the truck appearing pretty much stock, really mild. You'll see there we went to the Australian manual rearview mirrors. We deleted a little bit of bling on it. So we did new chrome handles and beltline trim, but we did delete the trim around the rain gutter and the upper gutters of the door. Interior doors were all done from scratch using marine board and then OEM BMW and the Icon Chilowich textiles. This client wanted the dash left looking stock. We upgraded the seats. We use these seats a lot. They're really comfy. We do them manual or power, and they're 3 Series BMW seats. You'll see the Tuffy console with upgraded Tempur-Pedic foam and upholstery, and then Alpine head unit with usually we'll put all the speakers in the stock locations and bury them behind the stock grills, keep it real low profile. Plus all those aftermarket grill things always seem to fall off over time. And then sometimes we'll do base, and there's various solutions for that. These seats are manual. Underneath that carpet and inside of the doors, the roof, the quarter panels, and the floor front to back and up the firewall is extensive use of Dynamat. And then that carpet is dense pile cut loop marine grade, long width bolt, so no center seams. Headliner's done as to stock, but FJ60 stock, because the 62 headliners are kind of fuzzy and get dirty in a hurry. The floor of this truck and the cargo area and wheel arches is all Line-X polyurea coated as well. And then we made the rear cargo carpet panel removable and rubber backed. On the outside, that's all new OEM light assemblies and reflectors and vents and emblems and mirrors and rubber and windshield. Rocker panel trim is always new. The front side marker lights, we use the Japanese domestic market ones because they're much better. Painfully expensive, but worth doing. The front grille plastics are all OEM new, including the headlight pods. On this truck, we upgraded to the Peterbilt application Hella Series H4 halogen headlights, which are a really nice upgrade. And then that's Old Man Emu suspension on the stock chassis, all rebuilt, overhauled axles. 33-inch tires. Here's a little detail work, so grommets and the spring clamp and OE cap and replated hardware. We try and save all the original nuts and bolts from the trucks, so the door latches and catches and hood release and hood hinges and cowl bolts and door bolts all get replated in the original OEM finish. See here we do a cold air isolation box using a K&N filter for the intake. All these conversions are California smog legal. You'll note here on the firewall, I think you can see an image there of the California State Certification label. Truck fully supports OBD2 operating network, no signal emulation, so it's tunable and serviceable. We run the Vortec truck intake injectors and intake. for the power curve more appropriate for a truck, but we do prefer the LS aluminum series block. We offer that block anywhere from 4.8, or is it 4.7? I always forget, up to 6.0. So that's like 260 to 470 horse. This truck's my favorite equation, which is the 5.3, which is 350 horse, 350 torque. And then that's mated to H55F, brand new factory Toyota transmission. So all the hydraulics and clutch and all that stuff are brand new as well. And then in the case of the 60s and 62s, we rebuild the original transfer cases as well as the drive shaft. So new OEM, new joints, new Koyo bearings and OEM gasket kit and all that in the T case. And then everything else, literally like charging, ignition, exhaust, suspension, intake, cooling, clutch, are all 100% brand new. So it's a really nice truck. It's kind of a sleeper, looks dead stock, no bull bars or accessories really, tinted windows, it's pretty low profile. Really nice truck. And you know, the neat thing about it is, even though now it is kind of as I said, a sleeper and a blast to drive, it's funny because this final truck is probably about 200, 250 pounds lighter than the original stock truck was. It emits about 60% less hydrocarbons and CO2 emissions. And you're dealing with literally more than triple the horsepower and basically double the torque. So the conversion really evolves the drivability, but also makes it a more contemporary vehicle in regards to emissions and service parts and all that. And then little details like upgrades in the brakes and suspension and seating and insulation and audio and all that, you know, kind of help evolve it in a more modern context. That was a lot of talking. So I'll shut up now. Thank you for your interest in our work at TLC.